And welcome back to Suncoast View. If you're just joining us, we have Chef Josh from Muse at the Ringling in the kitchen today. Josh, we are making pasta.
That's right, you nailed it.
And it's a combination of?
So spaghetti squash, as it comes naturally when you, you guys are going to do this later, so get ready.
All right.
But when it's cleaned, it looks like spaghetti. So hence the name spaghetti squash. And we have this on our menu right now at Muse as one of our vegan options that's going to carry over from our fall menu into our new summer menu that is releasing May 2nd.
All right. Well, we cannot wait for the new menu, and we can't wait to join you later on in the kitchen. Linda.
Dogs are very different from us when it comes to their health and to their behavior. So it's no surprise that there are a lot of canine myths out there. But which ones are really true? Mark Chambord from K9 Korral is here to test our knowledge, and he brought Pasquale with him.
I brought Pasquale.
What a cute guy.
Such a well-behaved
I bring
doggy.
Pasquale because he's a senior dog, and I adopted him at 10. He's 13. So if anybody wants any advice on adopting a senior dog, there's a lot of them out there. Feel free to. Very minimal health issues with them, too.
Oh, okay, that's
He's a little
good.
scared. That's about it.
Now, I hear that dogs are so happy at K9 Korral, they don't want to go home. Their owners just have to drag them out of there. Do you have any proof of this?
I do. Right here we have Kai. Now, Kai is trying to get back into the daycare area, and Mom is pulling Kai out. She loves her mom, don't get me wrong. There's Bianca, Miss Bianca. Same
Yeah,
thing.
I'm just going to sleep right here.
Yep, she just wants to go back. This is Sam, and Sam actually has to be carried out. So that's Drew carrying Sam out. And
Smart.
you know, we like to make sure it's a happy place. Now, if you don't believe me, here's Miss Bianca once more trying to go out. Doesn't want to.
She's digging her
She's
heels
thinking
in.
about it. Are you sure I have to go? Come on, Mom.
You have such good toys.
That is so funny.
Oh, that's great. I want to come to your house. They must be having a good time.
I like them happy coming and happy leaving.
Very good.
That means
Well,
they're usually a good day.
we think we know what dog behavior means, but there are a lot of misconceptions about that, right?
That's true. A lot of times, you know, people think that a wagging tail is always happy, and of course, that's not always the case.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got a quiz for us. Let's see how we can go. I think I can interpret my dog's language. Let's see how we can do.
Marcia has an unfair advantage as the host
Yeah.
of Animal Outtakes, but that's all right.
She's talked to a lot of dogs in her life.
Yes, two-legged and four-legged.
All right, so we've got
Okay, let's do the quiz.
some true and false stuff. Let's start with the nose, the warm nose. Dogs with a warm nose are sick. Is that true or false?
Well, I've always
No,
heard that it
false.
I've
was
heard it's
true.
true. I've
If
heard
their
that's
nose is
true.
not wet and cold, that they were sick.
Well,
Marcia.
remember, a lot of this
False.
is, a lot of these areas are gray, but your dog will usually always wake up with a dry nose, and it'll fluctuate throughout the day, wet to dry, wet to dry. So it doesn't necessarily mean that your dog is sick. A lot of things are in play here. Has your dog been drinking a lot of water? Maybe it's dehydrated. Is your dog's nose sunburnt? They do burn. You got to be careful of that. Actually, the origin of this possibly was from the canine outbreak, canine distemper, which we have a vaccination for, so everybody vaccinate your dog against distemper. However, that always meant that the nose and the pads were thickening and dry. So a lot of times, dry nose is associated with the distemper, and it goes back many, many years.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that is.
Okay,
Okay.
you disappointed me on this next one. A wagging tail?
A wagging tail usually means that a dog is happy. But what else do you think? What else do you think might happen? Just a quick yes or no.
I think any kind of excitement. So not
Okay.
necessarily good
I
or
think
bad.
to
Fear.
wake us up, because our
Fear.
dog Lulu will hit us in the morning on the pillow.
Okay. Well, the one thing you want to look for, if it's up high and it's wagging, or you know, that means like now here we have a tail
A
up,
low wag.
and we have it out actually straight out. Now out, it can go up or it can go down. So the one on the left there just means that she's deciding, but the one on the right there next to the star, she's a happy girl. However, her ears are a little bit back, and that's not necessarily submissive, but it's probably more appeasing. She wants to know what she can do to me to make it a happier occasion.
So wagging tail is usually good then.
Definitely. Now, if it's tucked way low and wagging just a little bit, the dog is very submissive. The dog is probably in a position where it's very fearful. Something might have happened. If it's straight out, you have to remember that straight out, it could go up or it could go down. And so that's
You
a kind of
never know.
it's kind of a curious state. It could be going from curious to happy, curious to sad.
Now, what about color? I've always heard dogs were colorblind. All my life I've heard that.
Well,
Dogs can see color, true
is
or
it
false?
true or false? Can they
I've
see
heard
color?
False.
I think it's true they cannot see color. No, that would be false.
I think it's false.
False. They
Yeah.
can't see color.
They can see color.
They can see color, so it's true.
They can.
They
Here I've been
can.
showing Lulu black and white movies.
There we go. Now
See
that's
anything
not the rainbow flag, but that is what we see on the left there with the rainbow colors. We see that on the right where they don't see the red. They see yellow and blue, and we see yellow, blue, and green.
So on the right is what the dogs see
Yes.
of those colors.
Yes, and I don't know how they figured that out.
Yeah, I want to know to get that eye test.
I'm just doing what people tell me
Yes.
and what I've experienced.
And the next one is
Okay, dogs eat grass to vomit because they're sick.
Oh, I've heard that.
True
I'm
or
gonna say
false?
true.
False.
false. I think they just
False.
like
I
the
think
taste.
yeah, just like they eat
Oh, you're jumping on
anything.
Marsha's bandwagon.
Remember, some of these can actually be a little
Dogs
bit of a
just eat
gray
anything.
area, but the answer is false because normally a quarter of the dogs that eat grass will actually wind up vomiting. It's not necessarily to do that. The other thing is that most of the dogs weren't even sick before they ate the grass. So you have to look at the dog. And same thing with anything we've talked about. You have to look at the dog to see, is the dog lethargic? You know, what's going on with the dog? But really, they may have a need for fiber in their diet. They may have a little bit of an issue with digestion. And actually, way back when they would, hunt a rabbit that might have been eating grass or grains, it might have been the fact that they know that there's grains in there.
Oh, that's so good
Yeah.
to know,
Learned a
Mark.
lot.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. You can visit Mark Chambor at K9 Korral for more information or go to his website. Next, our beauty expert is here with some eco-friendly tips.